Hello, my name is Crystal Petrie, and you are watching the Crystal Petrie Consulting Network. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for joining. I just had the awesome honor and distinct privilege of imparting some words of wisdom to members of a social services coalition group. It was my honor to give some education, give some insight, and overall encourage emotionally and mentally the people who work in social services. Those people give and give and give every single day. And it was my honor to be able to pour back into them as they pour out every single day. Here is the video of me encouraging, of me inspiring, and of me giving some tangible ways to give self-care after every meeting that you have.
Crystal loves sports, the color purple, and trying new things. And y'all, she is amazing. She is truly awesome. She's a bad girl. So let's give it up for Miss Crystal Petrie, our guest speaker on today.
Oh, you know what? It's one thing to write some words on a paper, but you got to have the right person reading those words to make them come alive. And Christine Jackson was absolutely the right person to read my bio for me. But thank you all for allowing me this honor and this privilege to speak to you for a few moments. I'm going to talk about self-care. I'm going to encourage and motivate each person on this Zoom meeting. And a lot of times when you hear the word self-care or the words self-care, you know, some women might think about manicures or pedicures. Men might think about going fishing. Maybe you're thinking about getting a great book and reading. Or if you're like some of my friends, self-care for them is riding in their cars all by themselves without their children. So whatever self-care means to you, you know, that's fine. But I'm not going to talk about self-care on the outside today. I'm going to talk about self-care emotionally and mentally. The career that you have chosen, or maybe the career that chose you, can carry a difficult burden. As working in social services or criminal justice, it carries a heavy burden. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, whenever you're seeing someone, it's normally at their worst. It's normally at their lowest point in their life. They are down and out, and perhaps you and you alone are their last hope or their last chance. Even as I say those words, it's heavy in my voice and it's heavy in my heart, because no one should have to carry that burden, but you are selected not by accident or not because you knew someone in HR, but because you were put in that position intentionally. You were put there to assist and help every single person that walks into your office. You were put in your position to help and assist every person that you talk on the phone with, or perhaps every person that you hold a Zoom meeting with. So you in your position is not by accident at all. Listen, this life is hard for all of us. Everyone has been on the receiving end of needing assistance, of speaking with someone in social services or a social worker or something to that matter. And I am asking you from this point on to change the way you think about every single client that you see and that you speak with. When you speak to someone, I want you to see them as someone who refused to give up on the idea that their life and the lives of their children, the lives of their family, could be better. I want you to know that whatever the hardships are in that client's life, that you have a duty to help lift the hardship. And I want to stress the fact of helping. The onus is not all on you, but you do have that duty and that responsibility to help. And as I say that, I also want to quote my favorite president, President Barack Obama, Christine Jackson, who says, "Whatever you do won't be enough, but try anyway." 80% of success, and this is across the board. I don't care what your profession is or what your career is. 80% of success every single day is simply showing up. Every day, show up with boldness. Every day, show up with courage. Every day, show up knowing that you are going to try. You're going to try and help every single client succeed. You're going to try and be patient. You're going to try and be understanding. You're going to try and help. Now, as I wrap up, I want to give you something tangible to take away from my talk. And whenever I give speeches, I understand that the words and the encouragement, all of that is very good. But I want to give you something that you can take away, and as soon as you get off this call, you can start implementing. So it is science that every emotion that your body feels is absorbed into your cells in your body. So if you're happy, that happiness is absorbed into the cells of your body. If you are sad, that emotion is absorbed into your body. If you are frustrated or angry, that is absorbed into the cells of your body. And same thing, whatever those emotions are, however long that you have been in that space. So if you've been happy for 30 minutes, then that emotion is going to stay within your cells for 30 minutes. If you are frustrated, then that emotion is going to stay within your cells for 30 minutes. So what I would like for you to start doing as much as possible, and I understand that it's not going to be something that you're able to do every single time, but whenever you can, I would like for you, and we all do it, I'm guilty of doing it, but I am making changes on it, is stop setting back-to-back meetings. And I know we have a lot to do, we have a lot on our plate, and it seems as though every single day we are getting more and more responsibilities and more ask of us. But try to give yourself at least 10 to 15 minutes between each meeting. And that way, whatever emotion that you had from the previous meeting will have time to leave your body. And then the next client, you can start over. You can, again, try to understand. You can try to be patient. You can try to help that person without bringing the frustration from maybe the last meeting into the next meeting, or anger from the last meeting into the next meeting. So I would like to ask that each person on here start doing that. Give yourself some time between each meeting. Go get some coffee, walk around, whatever it is that you need to do before that next meeting starts. And as I'm leaving, again, I want to encourage every person on here, because every person in your career, you are absolutely needed, and you are wanted, and you are desired. There is some person out there that is going to walk into your office, that is going to call you, that is going to be on their last leg. And you are going to be the person destined and designed to help that person and to help that family. Don't give up on that person. Don't give up on that family. And don't give up on yourself, knowing that in some kind of way you will be able to lift the hardship that that person is enduring at that time in their life. And remember, we want to save the day and we want to save the world, but it is just not possible. But I want to encourage you, and I want to ask you to still try every single day with every single client. And as I wrap up, again, show up every single day in your position. Show up with boldness, show up with courage, but show up and try. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal, for those words. we all need. We all need to remember to take care of ourselves, you know? Because if we don't
Absolutely.
take care of ourselves, nobody else will.
Absolutely.
So thank you.